The pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity.
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, teams that play cover 1 at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Well, that time he's just trying to get through his progressions, and there's nothing open downfield. He did find his running back out and flat, but just threw that one out a little too far in front.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Texas. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Offense changing the play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he's snowed under.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, you know, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running it.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Connection to the right. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
27, Texas, 0. Texas.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now from inside the red zone. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. From the gun. Looking for the score! And that one's way too far for everybody.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And that touchdown was massive for the offense. It gives them confidence heading into halftime, but remember, they're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, so they get an opportunity to cut even further into this lead. That was a huge play.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
Throws to the back. Makes the catch. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Forced out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
That that back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking to pass, it's Russell. Pulls it in, it's Hale. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Time to take a shot. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable. The defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, and making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And he showed you in 2 plays why this defense has been up late at night. Like thinking about having to guard, he makes you defend the back end, throwing the football, but then has the ability.
It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Grabbed over the middle, it's McCutcheon. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. 1 play, and they put it on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
That's caught. It's Hale. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's That's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Quarterback extends the play. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time, and even, oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Texas! They look finished, but they weren't. Still fighting it where it locked up. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab down the left side. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Finds his man. It's Miller. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Manning. Finds his back in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Moore. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. Turning it on! Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the... He's got it down the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Got a man, it's Williams. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Pass to sticks and still on his feet. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Tide.
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Texas.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They'll try the run.